Everybody knows. I should probably just do that this way. It's easier. Alright, just came back from the movies and just seen Abigail. By the way, it's rain, so if there is noise in the background, I do apologise. This movie came out, well, apparently came out 2 days ago in Australia. We've just seen it now. And the rating for the movie at the moment is a 7.1. I personally give it an 8, and my dad, who I watched it with, gave it, he said either between like a 7.5 to an 8. So we're on the same track. Before we start the video, I would like to say rest in peace to Angus Cloud, who played Dean in the movie. And let's get started. So obviously, there's a spoiler warning, so watch it with your own risk. And so this movie is basically is classified as a horror thriller, which to me, personally, I think it's more of a horror comedy, due to the fact that some of the characters in the movie, like Dean and Peter, is pretty much there for the comedy effect. So this whole movie starts off with them going into a rich house, like a mansion type thing, to steal, as they think it's a 12-year-old little ballerina girl called Abigail, who is played by Alicia Ware. Probably didn't say that last time correctly. Sorry. As they kidnap her, they take her to another mansion that is held by Lamont, and we only seen him at the start and the end. So he is a guy who said, I'll give you pretty much $7.5 million each person. All you need to do is stay the night in here for 24 hours and basically just keep her. Well, just keep her. And then after a while, they, get to know each other, because the rules are no real names. So there's Dean, Joey, Sammy, Peter, and Arthur, and Wrinkles. So let's go through the characters quickly. Dean, a drug user who is a comedy effect, and he is very. I'm ashamed that he died early on, but with him actually passing away in July of 2023, I don't know how they did it. Is it AI? Maybe, I don't know. Then we got Joey, the main girl, the final girl. We got Sammy, who is a hacker who's already rich, but she just does it for the thrill. We got Peter, who is the muscle guy, and he is dumb. And we got the Arthur, who is a ex-detective who just wants to get paid, basically, like all of them. And Wrinkles is a ex-military guy, ex-military sniper, I should say. And when they all get to know each other, they just use their fake names. They pretty much get to know each other, like why they're there. Like Joey is a junkie who left her son. We got Dean, who just wants the money because he is in incredible debt. We got Sammy, like I said, just there for the thrill. She doesn't really care about the money. Peter wants to pay off the family, and Arthur is an ex-detective who, well, like I said, just wants the money. With this all happening, we followed Dean for a good 5-6 minutes. And him scaring everyone. He scared Sammy with the mask in the background, and then she was like, "Get out!" And it was like a comedy thing. Like she was like angry at him for doing that, and he's like, "Do you want a bone real quick?" And he was like, "No, get out." He drew a penis on Peter's face, which was, I mean, that's what happens when you fall asleep. And pretty much, he gets killed off the bat because, like I said, he is dead in real life. And he got decapitated off screen, which is a shame, but not so quickly, because As soon as they find him, they realize Abigail's father is a extreme crime boss. It was a Russian crime boss, and when they found out who it is, they panic. They want to leave. Arthur wants to leave. Wrinkles wants to leave, but they stay because they found out they are locked in, and the doors all shut. They're all locked in, all trapped in the mansion. And soon as they figure out what's going on, where Wrinkles get ripped, his like face cheek area gets ripped apart by Abigail, and they find out that she's a vampire who has been doing this for centuries. When Sammy fell into a pool of bunch of dead people that's rotten, and I'm not gonna lie, there was a girl in the movie theater who kind of just like walked out because she doesn't like the bloodiness and stuff, which is kind of funny because who's scared of blood? Anyway, off the bat, we get Dean dead, and then we just kind of follow these people die. Like, Dean's dead, Wrinkles is dead, and with the main four still alive, they kind of just separate to find a generator. So Sammy and Peter are together, Arthur and Joey's together, and pretty much while this is happening, Sammy gets bit in the arm by the vampire. It's like she kind of gets kind of controlled by her, and Sammy kind of attacks Peter, and basically just eats him. And when she gets found as the vampire, they all pretty much run, and they find out that sunlight is their weakness. So pretty much where they ran into the library area, and I think it was Joey who had like this tray and like reflect the sun onto Sammy, and she just blew up. And that is no joke. She just fully blew up. And because she blew up and Joey or Peter already got killed, that Peter won't turn into a vampire, but he's already dead. This is kind of like a zombie type thing, but it's actually vampire. Then we got the final two, Joey, Arthur, and then there's Abigail, obviously, because she's the vampire who's killing everyone. And when they go to the control room, they see Lamont, the guy who brought him here, who was a plot twist. He is a vampire working with Abigail. But this is the thing. Lamont said, I'll turn you, Arthur, to a vampire, and then you can escape and do whatever you want. And pretty much Arthur get eaten by the vampire. And when Lamont thought those two were going to team up on Joey, Arthur kills Lamont, and then says run. And then when he finally turns into a bad guy, he attacks Joey, but Abigail saves him because he's kind of like the bad vampire, and I don't know if Abigail's a good one or. It's a very confusing ending because Abigail kind of gets bitten as well. And in the final fight where Joey and Abigail fight against Arthur, we see them teaming up on Arthur, where he pretty much just explodes because he was getting stabbed by the stick, and he was like, oh shit, blew up. And at the end, when Abigail said, if you help me, I'll let you free, the actual father comes out, who is a vampire, and he kind of wants to eat her, but Abigail kind of defended her, so she leaves. With this movie, with a $28 million budget, and it's only a 7.1 out of 10, even though I spoiled it for you, I would love you all to watch the movie in cinemas, because the kills, the jokes with Dean and Peter were absolutely great. It was more of a horror comedy than a horror thriller, and I recommend watching it because I do give it an 8 out of 10. My dad gave it an 8 out of 10, and at the moment I'm going to go on IMDb and put 8 out of 10. You know why? Because it's 8 out of 10. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bosh. It wasn't a Marvel film. It was Abigail. It's a horror. It's a horror movie basically, and yeah, like I said, Angus Cloud is in it. I would like just put rest in peace in the chat because he did die. I don't know how he been in a movie. No, it's okay. Just turn in the right. All good, man. Anyway, I'll highly recommend you to watch Abigail. And if you like this video and want me to do more reviews, please comment down what reviews you want me to do, and please give it a like and subscribe. Goodbye.